I'm knitting another sweater. Shocker, crazy, right? Got a bunch of this like pink bubblegum like mohair acrylic blend yarn at the thrift store a couple weeks ago, and I have been dying to start this sweater. I started this a couple days ago in my class, and I'm basically just doing a raglan increase. Did ribbing, I did 80 stitches. So I casted on 80 stitches with just like the regular long tail cast on, and then I did knit purl ribbing. It's like honestly not the best ribbing, but like I don't really care that much. I separated and added these stitch markers. 60% is gonna be the front and the back, and then 40% is gonna be the sleeves. So each front is gonna be 30% and each sleeve is gonna be 20%. And then I've just been increasing, but I would knit into this one, and then I'd make one right here, then knit into that, and then knit into this one, make one left right here, and then knit into that one. So next row I just knit all the way around, and so I do the increases every other row. Knit, knit, knit. I have no idea what type of yarn this is because it didn't come with like a label with all the stuff. As in like I don't know what weight it is. It's pretty thin. And then for the needles, I want to say they're 5mm. I'm not following a pattern or anything. I'm just gonna go as far down as it will go to here, and then I'll connect it with some cable cast on stitches, and then just keep going down and do the ribbing and stuff, and then add the sleeves. So really not that hard. Here, let me show you. It's like the perfect collar size, I think. Like, I don't know, I think it's pretty good, pretty dang good. I'm just gonna watch my show and knit, and it's gonna be nice and good, and I will give you updates throughout because that's what I do in this type of video, and then I just ramble about whatever and hope that you are interested in what I have to talk about. Really waiting for my friend to show up because we're gonna make pasta and garlic bread, and it's gonna be good. But in the meantime, I am knitting. I just did a website drop yesterday morning, and I got one order from that. Like, my business is still very new. I really only sell it in person at markets, but I have my website, so I'm trying to like get that going. Got one sale, which was awesome, and the person is someone who I'm friends with on Instagram, kind of. That was kind of cool. She also got a free headband. I still have to ship it out tomorrow, which is super exciting. Before I show you my progress on my sweater, look at this shirt I just made. Okay, I think it's probably my favorite thing I've ever made, but that's an exaggeration because I like everything that I made, but this one I like a little bit more than usual. Only thing is I wish I could make it longer. I just have literally no fabric left, but I have this red gingham, don't mind my tan line. It was a really bad sunburn because I went hiking last week and I hiked 17 miles in one day, so that was crazy, but I got really sunburnt and now there's a big line on both sides, but it's okay. I work on it while I'm watching TV, and then while I'm in my class, I have a 3-hour class twice a week that I like to work on knitting and stuff there, just because I literally cannot pay attention unless I'm doing something with my hands. But I enjoy the class, like it's art history, so I like learning about art. I'm almost to the point where I'm gonna separate for the sleeves. I woke up this morning with like the most horrendous like cramp in my back. It's like in between my shoulder blades, but on this side. And so when I turn my head this way, it hurts. And I have this issue where I get these headaches. I haven't got them in a while, so this is more of like a older kind of issue. These really bad headaches where they only last like a second, like they're very quick headaches, but they're like intense, severe pain, and you have no idea when they're gonna happen. It's always in the back right section of my head, so like right here. It was never like bad enough that it caused issues, I guess, except just severe pain. And then after I get the headaches, I'd usually just be kind of like, not sore, but I don't know how to explain it, but it just left this kind of like feeling, and it would also make me really tired if it happened. And so then I went to the doctor just to make sure I didn't have brain tumor or something, but I only have it's called occipital neuralgia. Basically my occipital nerve or whatever, it is like pinched, I guess, so it's like an impinged nerve, and so it's like certain movements will cause intense pain because my muscles are really tight on this side more than this side, and so it kind of like squeezes that nerve, so it causes that pain. But anyway, so back to the point of, since I have this knot in my back, it was causing me to have a minor version of these headaches again. So they'll still only last like a second or two, and they're definitely not as severe, but like and it's in the same spot. So more of a constant pain of just like my back hurts, but then also like the added on little headaches. So anyway, there's some random information about me, but it's all just like tight muscles I'm coming down to. I just need to do some more stretches. I feel like I'm living a great life. I enjoy most things that I do and most things that happen to me, and I am very content. So hopefully it stays like that. I don't want to not be content. I'm gonna let you go now so I can watch my little show. It's been a couple days and I made this shirt too, and I'm equally obsessed with it. So basically I ended up combining the the armpits with 10 cable cast on stitches. And I just have this yarn holding the sleeves together. So it's looking like this. The needles aren't big enough for me to actually try it on, but I'm assuming it fits. Crazy things have happened. Today I went on a run, and I do this route pretty often. So I was on a run, and as I'm running, I noticed these birds, and they were sitting on the power line. One of them came and was like hovering over me, and I was like, okay, that's a little too close for comfort. And then the bird like flew away, and then its friend came and hovered over me, and I was like, okay, guys, stop doing that, like too much. But then that bird, as it was flying away, the other bird came back at me and like totally like hit me. Like it was like not like painful, but I felt its like feathers on my cheek and like my neck. It just came and like flew at me like that. At that point I was like, no way I'm about to get attacked by a bird. And so I was running faster to get past the birds, and then it was kind of like flying at me and like chasing me. It like didn't hit me, but it was like kind of diving at me, I guess, but it not actually hitting me. So anyway, I got harassed by those birds, and then I continued running. I only ran 3 miles, and so I turned around at the 1.5 mile mark because it's not a loop. I saw the birds at the 1.1 mile, so as I was running, I did some math and figured I'd see them again at the 1.9 miles. So I get to the 1.8 mark, and I'm like looking forward, and I see the birds. There's 2 birds on the power line again. And I'm like, nuh-uh, these birds can't get me this time. And so I'm running, and I speed up a little bit because I just want to get past these birds. But as I'm running, one of the birds, it came at me again and was like, it didn't hit me again, but it was like flying next to me and like cawing at me as I was running. And at this point I start sprinting. I'm like out of there, like I don't want to get attacked by a bird. So anyway, it's weird that I got harassed by the same bird twice on my run today, or it was yesterday. And it was really like strange, like I don't know. So I'm wondering if I go on that same route again, will those birds attack me again? I'm gonna see if the birds get me again. See? That time was the most chill. But see, they just like fly over me and squawk at me. It's scary. I've read 6 of Crows, and by that I learned that crows, which is, I'm assuming, the bird that was there, crows remember faces of people who hurt them and who helped them. So I don't know what I did, but I think this crow thinks that I'm like a mean person to them, and I've not hurt a bird, I promise. It was like terrifying, bro. Like looking at my pace when I ran by those birds, the increase in like the bar graph was so funny, because like obviously I started like sprinting out of there. I was like, no shot. And the funny thing is, about the first time when the bird was like coming at me, I was like kind of running, but like turned around, kind of like waving at it to get away, and the cars driving by probably thought that I was like schizophrenic and like seeing like demons or something. I'm gonna change the angle up. So I made this shirt a while ago. It was like last month, and someone just asked for a tutorial, so I might be making another one, although I might make it pink and then do white ribbons. I feel like that would be adorable. I don't know. We'll see. I have the guy that looks like the Lorax as my dude. But it's not the Lorax, which makes it. Are you freaking serious? I'm gonna murder Netflix. I'm gonna have to stop this video because I'm gonna have to call my dad. Got it.
It's my fault. It is all my fault.
trying out another fun little angle today. You guys see my lovely brooms in the corner because we're not allowed to put them in the closet that has nothing in it because we're not allowed to put anything in it. It should be a pantry, but no. First of all, Batman Starry Night, isn't that iconic? I got it at a market like 2 weeks ago and it was beautiful, it was amazing. It was calling my name. It's Batman in the Starry Night. I might like take the needles off in a second to try it on. It's low-key gonna be a little bit small. So I'm thinking, do I want it to be a t-shirt or like a sweater? Because what I could do is like make it not like cropped, but like to where your jeans would sit if you're wearing mid-rise jeans, maybe a little bit longer, and then do like short sleeves. I feel like that would also be cute. Another amazing and fun story for you. I've been making all these really cute shirts. I saw them all over Instagram. I just decided I wanted to make some as well. And this is with like my sewing part of my hobbies, not knitting or crocheting. To film a tutorial because they're really cute, and if I know how to make them, like I want you guys to know how to make them just because like they're so cute and I want you guys to have all the knowledge in the world because I love you. So I filmed like a tutorial. My tutorials aren't always the greatest. They're mostly like just my brain spitting out what I do. So it's not like a fully in-depth tutorial. It's more of like, this is how I do things. You can do it like this if you want, or you can change it up, you know? So like, I'll show you how I measure my body to get the pattern pieces that I got. You can do the same thing if you want with yours so they can fit you correctly. I don't like telling people exactly what to do when it comes to making things because it's like, I want you to be creative. Like, I don't want you to like do what I'm doing. I mean, you can if you want, like you're welcome to, but I don't want to like cut off your creative freedom by like telling you how you have to do things in a specific way because there's no specific way to do anything. You can just do anything however you want because everything is correct when it comes to creativity. Because you can just do what you want and you made it and it's yours and you're perfect and everyone loves you. If people don't love you, I do. So someone loves you and it's me and other people I'm sure as well, but like, I love you. Okay, this is getting weird. My brain's just frazzled right now. So I filmed a tutorial and I was editing that video, and partway through editing it, I took a break. The next day I go to edit it, to finish editing it, and I can't get into my iMovie, any of the projects. Like I open iMovie and I click on the movie and it doesn't open. And so then I was like, okay, I'll click on another movie and it wouldn't open. And I was like, okay, I'll wait for tomorrow. I'll like let my phone do its thing. I restarted my phone, did everything, you know? And then the next day I decided to start editing again. Same thing, it won't let me in. And I was like, what the heck? I had another video like fully edited. I just had to add an outro. Like, it was literally gonna be like a 5-second outro. I just had to film it, add it in, and then upload it to my phone. But iMovie wasn't working. I couldn't open any of my projects. So I called Apple support and I was like, hey, I don't have a MacBook, so I can't do it on my computer, and my phone isn't working. What do I do? And so they were trying to help me, but they didn't 100% know. And so the dude was like, okay, well, honestly, the last thing you can really do is just delete the app and re-download it and see if it does the same thing. The thing is, deleting iMovie on your phone gets rid of all of your projects. So my fully edited video and my mostly edited video, they were goners. So I just don't have the patience to re-edit. At least one of them. I like can't bring myself to do that. Like, the amount of time. No shot. You will not catch me. This is like month-old footage too. Like, it was me thrifting for fabric and yarn, well, mostly fabric. And I had gone to like 4 thrift stores and I was just showing you guys what I was making from those things. Anyway, it's gonna be a good video, but sorry you don't get to see it. After the project was gone, I decided, no thank you. I am not gonna edit that again. So I deleted all of those videos to get more space on my phone back because I'm almost out of space on my phone. So you're not gonna be seeing that footage. I apologize. But I am gonna re-edit the sewing tutorial, start editing again. Took like a little Instagram scroll break, go back to iMovie. Guess what? It's frozen. I was like, nah, you're not doing this to me again. And at this point, I was like halfway through editing it. I called Apple support again. I was like, okay, so I called you guys yesterday, but I'm calling you again because the same issue is happening, even though I deleted the app. And bro was like, okay, so it looks like you have like an issue. And so he helped me figure it out, hopefully. I don't know, I haven't tried re-editing anything yet. But I had to delete the app again. So I lost all of that freaking edits again. And it was a hard moment in my life. Ooh, I like the color. Oh my gosh, I love this color. Okay, so yeah, it needs to be definitely a lot longer. I am thinking of just doing a short sleeve. Obviously, I still need to add a few more inches of length because like my pants would sit like here. So I do need to definitely add like double. So now I'm just gonna knit and watch TV. Okay, I am freezing cold. My lips are blue, but not from being cold. It's because I had a smoothie bowl. But I am working on the sweater again, this time covered in blankets in my bed because I'm freezing. But I just went on a 5-mile run and it was fairly enjoyable. It was nice outside and the UV index was pretty high, even though it wasn't even that hot. So hopefully I get a little bit tan from that. Basically with this sweater, I have like decided maybe that I want to not make it a sweater and maybe I want to make it just a shirt. Maybe, but I'm gonna like finish this like the body section and like the ribbing and stuff, and then I'll try it on and see if I want to make it long sleeved or just like kind of add ribbing to the sleeves. While knitting this, I first of all was watching Bridgerton. I finished Bridgerton and all 3 seasons, and then I finished Queen Charlotte, and then I have also started listening to Chain of Gold. So I read that book a long time ago, and I loved Chain of Gold. I loved the characters in there. I loved Cordelia, and I loved Matthew, and Lucy, and James, and like all the characters. And then the second one came out, and I don't even know if I finished the second one because I hadn't like refreshed the first one before I read the second one. And so I think I just like was like, oh, I'll have to reread the first one first before I read the second one. And I totally forgot about it. And I finished The Reappearance of Rachel Price the other day. By Holly Jackson, and she actually has The Good Girl's Guide to Murder is coming out as a series on Netflix, which I'm very excited for. But anyway, I finished that and I didn't have anything else to read, so I was looking at like audiobooks that were available through Libby, and the 3rd Chain of Gold book was available, and I was like, oh, I have not listened to this yet. And I like remember loving these characters back when I read it in like 2020, so it's been like 4 years. And so I decided I was going to get that one, and I looked at the first and second one. The second one was available as well, but the first one was a several month wait. So I found the first one on like Google, like a pirated version of it. I couldn't make the speed faster, so it was like the slowest talking ever, which is fine. It was free, so whatever. And then also it was like an hour and 4 minutes, weirdly, was like each like section, so there was like a ton of them, and they wouldn't save my spot, so I would have to like remember where I was. And like, anyway, it was just hard to find where I was back when I had to like start it again after like not listening to it for a little bit. But I finished Chain of Gold last night, and I had already read the entire book, so I remembered most of the stuff that happened. Today I started listening to Chain of Iron, and I'm pretty sure that I never finished Chain of Iron, if I'm being honest. Like, I know I've read a little bit of it, but I don't think I finished it. So this is all going to be some new surprising stuff. I also made rolls yesterday because the other day at the market that I went to, someone had this like homemade butter, and I was so excited for it. So I got some like garlic butter. I got some like knockoff Texas Roadhouse butter that they make, and then they gifted me a honey butter, which was really nice of them. But I didn't have any bread for it, and my friend, her family owns like a bread company and a bread truck. And usually she'll come back like here and bring me some bread, but she's not been like, she hasn't been back in like a week, and she won't be back for another like 2 weeks, so like I won't be getting any bread. So I decided I was gonna make rolls so that I can eat it with my fancy new butter. And so I made rolls yesterday, and honestly, like, they're not like the best rolls, but like, I mean, I made them, so like I think they're good, but I could be biased. That's it. I don't want to talk too much because I already have talked a lot in this video. So I have nothing else to talk about. I'm just going to listen to my book a little bit more and knit and have a great grand old time.
Okay, ignore the eyeliner. I've been like experimenting lately because I am so bad at doing makeup, and so like whenever I don't like want to do anything that involves going out, I'll just sometimes practice a little eyeliner. As in the last 2 days I've done that, so yesterday and today. So it's new. Who knows if I still do this in 3 days, but I just am really bad at eyeliner, and I feel like I just look horrible with eyeliner on, so I've just been practicing different like eyeliner shapes, and yeah. Anyway, besides that, I am gonna be a little bit risky, and I've decided I'm gonna start the ribbing now. And I want to make the ribbing like decently long so that it doesn't curl at all. I do not want it to curl. Like, ugh, please don't curl. But it like looks long, but the thing is it's kind of skinny, so it stretches. So it looks like right now it would go directly like on top of my pant line, and so if I do like an inch of ribbing, it'll be long enough, I think. We'll see. So I'm just gonna do like knit one, purl one ribbing. But let me get to the start of it, which is on the whole other side, because it's easier to use this like as the, like this is the origin of the sweater, so I want to start the ribbing at that origin, I guess, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm so excited to be done with the body of this so I can try it on and like decide whether I want to add sleeves or not. Right now I'm leaning towards not adding sleeves because it is summer and I feel like if I add sleeves, like I won't be able to wear it. So having the short sleeves would like make it more wearable for now. But also I'm losing patience with like, sleeves always test me because they have to be wide enough for them to not like hug your arm, because I like my sleeves loose, but then I always underestimate how much time a sleeve would take. I get to the point where I'm at right now and I'm like, I'm almost done. But in reality, I'm like halfway done if I decide to add sleeves, you know? And I've been really, really wanting to make shorts. I'm excited to have a pair of shorts that I knit. I feel like that would be cool. And I want to do like fun little, like, I don't know, colors that like are a little bit strange. I don't know. Because I want to do like a different color combo, I guess. I don't know, I'm just kind of feeling like crazy. Just a little bit crazy. No one in my generation has made this drastic of a change yet, and yeah, I mean, it's hard to be the first, but someone's got to do it. If you know where that is from, I'm sorry. I don't know why I even like said it. It like didn't even have anything to do with what I was saying, but. So here is what it's looking like without any sleeves. So I think what I'm gonna do is just add a little bit of length and then some ribbing so it doesn't curl, and then just like leave it like this. I feel like this is cute the way it is. The only thing is I might add a little bit more ribbing, like a few more rows, because it does seem like it might go up a little bit. I added the sleeve to this side, so I just did a couple rows and then I did like 9 rows of ribbing, I think. I don't know. I'll just have to recreate it on this side. And then I have decided I am going to lengthen this ribbing, so I'm gonna have to undo the bind off and then lengthen it. Probably just by like 3 or 4 rows, but it is just kind of like flipping up and I don't like how it sits like that. So yeah, but I like how the sleeve looks, short sleeves. So yeah, I think I'm getting close to being done, which is awesome. Oh my gosh, my eyeliner is smeared. I can't, like, this is why I can't do eyeliner. I'm adding a few more rows of length to the bottom ribbing just because I did not like how it was folding up, you know? So I just had to undo the cast off, and then now I'm just adding to it for a little bit until I feel like I want to stop. And then I have to finish the other arm and then weave in the ends, and then I am all done. So we're getting really close. Me and my roommate went and watched Inside Out 2, which was very enjoyable. It's very late now. We watched it, it started at 10:30, so it is now 1 a.m. And I just don't feel tired, so I'm still knitting. I definitely won't finish today because I'm probably gonna finish like the length for this and then I'll do the arm tomorrow. Just because that's just how I feel like yeah. I'm gonna listen to my book more and knit, so. Tell me why I woke up at 11. Like, I slept so late. Last night, I finished the bottom ribbing, so I just added like probably 3 or 4 more rows just to make it so it won't fold up at all. It sits nicely. And I have this sleeve done. I just have to do this sleeve. Put my hook in all these loops before I take it out. Okay, I got all the loops on, so now I can pull this blue yarn out. Okay, so now when I'm acting like this is a tutorial when I literally have not shown you how to do anything that I'm doing. Well, I just stick my hook in the little loops, grab me yarn, and then I'm just gonna pull it through. Yeehaw. It'd be hard to do this, but it's like crocheting, but there's no hook at the end, basically, which is, I guess, kind of what it is, so. I finished.
Yeah, it's really fuzzy. It's not very itchy. I was expecting it to be more itchy, but it's not, so that's good. I feel like if I wore it in the hot, like if I go outside and it's warm, it might not be very comfortable because it is mohair. But I mean, I think it's cute and I will definitely be wearing it a lot, and it's so fun. I love the color, and yeah, that's it. I don't really know what else to say, but yeah, it's super fun. Love it. Okay, thanks for watching.